Welcome back. It's Tuesday, January 24th in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. Today we have a special guest. If you're new, you might not know who it is, but it is the Broom. A 3-0 sweep yesterday. We will take it. Mr. Pirtle goes over, Drew goes under, and Tatum and Brown get it done with 25 apiece. And we will certainly take that. Let's move into today. Let's keep that momentum going. We got another 3 picks coming your guys' way. Now, if you are new, I welcome you to the Call on Our Shot channel. Go down below, hit that subscribe button, drop a like too. And by popular demand, the ladder challenge is back. Yesterday I posted day 1 of a hype video. If you want to go check that out, go check out the hype video. It was fun to make. You can go find it on the YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you really need to go. Where we are, you can find it there. And just felt right. We'll bring it back now. It will be live probably, knock on wood, around 11 a.m. Eastern time. I might have to wait a little bit today. The lines were a little bit slow, but we'll have it out by probably noon time, by lunchtime. So you can definitely check that out on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram. You know where to find it. And my last note, I have promoted them a little bit, but they keep giving me good reasons to promote them as PrizePicks. It's a great place to bet your player prop parlays. But right now they got a Joe Burrow free square, and I always like to promote it when they got free squares live because it's a free leg of your parlay that you already have down. You don't even have to sweat it. Mr. Joe Burrow on Sunday to get 1 passing yard. If you don't even watch the NFL, don't worry, he's going to get that. Now, you don't have to use it today. You can wait. It's going to be live until 6:30 p.m. Sunday night when Joe Burrow starts. But if you want to be sure to use it, also be sure to use our code COS or the link down below. You get a 100% deposit match. So if you go in, you deposit $25, now you got $50. It's like free money. Deposit $100, now you get $200 to play with. Take advantage of that. The deposit match is up to $100, so helps to support the channel if you use those codes, and you can use that free square and free money. Take advantage of it. Enough wasting your time. Let's get into our favorite picks. Let's go for back-to-back sweeps. And our first pick will be a guy that's on my shirt. I don't wear a shirt much, but Mr. R.J. Barrett. I like his under 22.5 points, minus 113 on FanDuel. And hopefully Mr. Barrett is not watching out there. But let's talk about Mr. Barrett. As I imagine this line goes down probably to 20.5. And I'd probably play 20.5. But sometimes the Barrett lines can be pretty sharp. Now, let's talk about him because since his return, he missed a couple weeks. Since his return, or I think he missed a week or two with that Mavericks last duration. It was weird. But in his last 7 games since his return, averaged 23.3 points per game and actually over this line in 4 of 7. So he's played pretty well recently, but he can thank the schedule makers as he's had some great matchups. Now, against the Raptors doesn't seem like a great matchup, but Barrett always plays well versus them. He's hit the over twice against them, and then again against the Pacers, a team that plays no defense. Now, this season, you look at Barrett as a whole, averaging just 20.3 points per game and under this line in 28 of 42 games. So this recent hot stretch, I think, is a little bit going to come back down to earth, and I hate this matchup for him today against the Cavaliers. Now, the Cavaliers play at the slowest pace in the NBA. The Knicks are the 4th slowest. And in fact, over the last 10 games, those teams have flip-flopped. The Knicks are now the slowest, and then you got the Cavaliers as the 4th slowest. No surprise we see the over-under sitting at a big 219.5. One of the lower ones you'll see on probably the slate in the NBA. But we know these two teams normally can go pretty slow, and it would not surprise anyone if neither team breaks 100 points today. That's what these two defenses are capable of doing, and they sometimes have these really low-scoring games. Now, while I'm not saying bet the under on the game, we're just betting Mr. R.J. Barrett's under. And why did the Cavs give up not a lot of points? Well, they give up the 3rd fewest points per game in the paint. They make you knock down jump shots. You got Evan Mobley, Jared Allen camping down in the paint. You're going to have to knock down jump shots, and they're going to make Barrett, if he wants to come into the paint, going to have to go score amongst the trees, and I just don't know if he's going to be able to get it done. Now, you look at Barrett. If he turns into a jump shooter, I'll take this bet every single day of the week because Barrett's not very consistent from the 3-point line. As a Knicks fan, he's just not consistent. The last 2 games, he's shot 50 and 60% from the 3-point line. Maybe that's due a little bit of regression because he's not that good of a shooter. And Barrett scored 15 points in both matchups versus Cleveland this year. So he hasn't even gotten close to this line. In his last 8 versus Cleveland, he's under this line in 6 of 8, averaging just 16 points per game. Now, sure, he's going to play a lot. He'll probably shoot a lot. That's what he does. But with Brunson and Randall out there, those are 2 capable scorers. And if either of those guys gets hot, they normally play through them. So I really don't like Barrett today. I got a shirt on. I don't love him. I think I'm taking his under 22.5 points. Now, let's keep it moving to a guy that we love. We owe him a lot on this channel. He's sitting in the background over there in his nice pink sweater. Mr. Kyle Kuzma, because I like his over 36.5 PRAs, points, rebounds, assists, which is currently minus 111 on Caesars. Now, don't anticipate this line going higher than 37.5, but I think he hits that, and I think Kuzma has a big day in a big way. Hopefully, he gets over 40 for everyone. Now, if you're like Austin, I don't have points, rebounds, assists. I need a PR. I don't have PRAs. I need an individual line. Truthfully, you give me a hard question because I don't know which one is his best one. I really like his over in points. I like his over in rebounds and assists too. All of them are looking pretty good. So flip a coin and see what it lands on. Because look, Wizards are heading to Dallas to face the Mavericks, and 2 things are coming Kuzma's way that are great for him. Number 1, Kristaps Porzingis is out. That should help him with the rebounds. Number 2, Rui Hachimura is out too. Why is he out? Well, he got shipped off to LA to the Lakers, which I think that's a stupid trade, but that's not here nor there. It's going to help out Kuzma because Rui's a guy that comes in and kind of spells Kuzma's minutes. He comes in and plays a good amount with Kuzma, but also without him. And Hachimura can always go out there and grab like 10 rebounds, and you're kind of screwed on Kuzma. We saw earlier this year, back I think early January, we saw Hachimura out, And what happened? Kyle Kuzma was exploding. And while Bradley Beal is still in the picture, without Kristaps, a lot of shot attempts are coming Mr. Kuzma's way, and he has never seen a shot he did not like. Now, you look at the Mavericks, likely going to put Dorian Finney-Smith, their best wing defender, on Bradley Beal, leaving Kuzma with the best matchup. But even if they put DFS on Kuzma, Kuzma's shown ability to get past him and score at will against his team, and he's played against the Mavericks pretty well. In fact, he's had the last 2 games. One game he had 35 PRAs last year. This year he had 53 against his team. And look, like I said, Kuzma, he's not afraid to shoot the ball. 20-plus shot attempts in 5 straight. And some of those games included Kristaps, some included Bradley Beal. He still attempted his shots, and he's going to attack the rim. He's driving nearly the most on the team. Him and Bradley Beal are right up at the top. And he's also been chipping in a ton of rebounds and assists, which is why I'm on PRAs. His last 4 games, 14, 16, 20, and 16 rebounds and assists. That's great. He's chipping in 10-plus rebounds in 3 straight games. Likely avoids guarding Luka Doncic. That's probably Denny Avdia's job. And Daniel Gafford, the other center that will start with him, not a great rebounder. So I think Kuzma plays 35 to 40 minutes tonight. They love playing him. He has a big day. He's had 47 and 41 PRAs his last 2 games, and both of those were blowouts. I think Kuzma has a big day. We're rooting for him. He's been showing us a lot of love back there in the background. Hopefully he shows us a lot of love on the court today. We'll take his over 36.5 PRAs. Now my third and final play. Then we'll talk about some leans, talk about the ladder challenge, day 1, things I'm considering, and then we'll talk about some COS All-Stars, and we're going to go to a guy that, honestly, I don't expect a lot of people to agree with this pick, and that's okay. You don't have to take all my picks. If you don't like it, it doesn't support your research, don't go for it. But it's going to be a guy that's a former Kyle Kuzma teammate, and it's a guy that's closing in on the scoring record. It's Mr. LeBron James, and I like his under 32.5 points, minus 115 on FanDuel. Now, you can play this at 31.5. Sometimes these LeBron lines are pretty sharp. He landed on 32 a couple games ago, and like I said, LeBron's been great. I'm not a LeBron hater. If you're expecting that on this channel, it's probably not it. He's great. He's, 260 points away from the scoring record. It's remarkable what he's doing this far into his career, and he's been great recently. Averaged 33.8 points per game in 18 games without Anthony Davis, and he's only actually gone under in 8 of 10 games, actually gone over in 10 of that, or 8 of 18, gone over in 10 of 18. However, 6 of the 10 games he did go over were on the road, and today he's at home against the Clippers, so that should bode well for us. Kind of say that as a joke because they play in the same arena, so it doesn't really matter. But it is worth noting that they are at home, which means that the role players for the Lakers probably show up a little bit more. I know Kendrick Nunn is as out there. He's not going to be in there. He's now in Washington, D.C., but that's probably addition by subtraction for the Lakers because that man has stunk this year. And not only that, Ty Lue and the Clippers have had LeBron James' number. They've turned him into a jump shooter, which is awesome if you're taking LeBron's under. If he's going to knock down shots, sure, go for it. It's like RJ Barrett's under. Sure, if you want to knock down threes, go for it. We'll live with it because you're not the best shooter in the league. You're not Stephen Curry. And then you look at it, they made him pass it to his teammates, and I imagine they do the same thing today. Make the Max Christies of the world knock down shots and beat you. You look at LeBron, look at the Clippers, they got the talented defenders, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris, even Batum off the bench, all can battle with LeBron James, give him different looks. And even the last time he hit this over versus LA, versus the Clippers, November 17th of 2017. It's been a long, long time. LeBron actually got 30 points in their last matchup, but Kawhi was out then. And since LeBron arrived in LA in 2019, he's averaged 23.2 points per game and under this line. In fact, under 30.5 points in all 12 games. So he's really struggled against this Clippers team. Ty Lue has had his number, which go figure. I mean, Ty Lue obviously coached LeBron back when his return to Cleveland. So he knows the spots that makes LeBron's life difficult. No surprise to see him struggling against this Clippers team. And while the volume likely is there, LeBron under 25 points in 8 of 12 games. So I don't think you should put 25 plus in your parlays. They've really had his number. And LeBron's as good as it comes. I mean, he's been great, but the Clippers know what to do against him, and he's never scored. I know there's people going to be like, LeBron's never scored 40 points against the Clippers. That's the only franchise he's never done it against. Sure, the Clippers also know this. They're going to go out there and play pretty well. And my last note, something I think that bodes well for us over the last 3 games. The Clippers are averaging only 11 turnovers per game. That's the second fewest in the NBA. This is important because LeBron, second in the NBA in points on the fast break. He averages like 8 or 9 points per game, second most. Like if LeBron's not getting those easy fast break, transition, he's just easily scoring, they make him pass it. They limit those fast break possessions. I don't really know if LeBron's going to have to be able to score this many points. 32.5 is not an easy number to get to. I like LeBron's under 32.5 points. I know people might not agree with it. Hopefully the King doesn't come out and show me up. Now a couple leans, ladder, and then we'll get out of here with some COS All-Stars, which the list is crazy. Now a couple leans, I don't recommend playing these. They're just leans. I'm not going to track them towards my record. Just 2 things I had my eye on. One, Jimmy Butler's over in points. Maybe a good chance that Butler makes the ladder challenge. As you can see below, I like him for 15 plus. And then Jared Allen, double-double. You're searching for a little bit of value, plus 170. Just saying there's a chance. The Knicks are still down Mitchell Robinson. They don't have a lot of size down there. Jericho Sims is fun to watch. but I don't necessarily think he's great. So those are a couple leans if you want to look at him. Go put some more research into him. There's two things that caught my eye. Now, the ladder idea, I don't have it officially locked in. Right now, I got a couple legs. I was looking at Kawhi and DeRozan to get 20 plus. Kawhi likely is in there, but DeRozan has hurt us a good amount. Do I want him to hurt me on day one of the ladder challenge? I'm not sure. And then Jimmy Butler, 15 plus, 2 straight games with like 7 field goal attempts. Yet he's still getting close to 15 points. I think he has a bounce back game against the Boston Celtics. So we'll decide on that. Obviously, you can see it on the YouTube shorts. It might already be live by the time you're watching this. You can see it on Instagram, see it on TikTok. Show us all love on those platforms. Also post it on Twitter as well, where we just passed 100K followers. So appreciate you guys all for all the love and support. Now, let's get out of here. Shout out some COS All-Stars. Those are the 3 plays of the day. Let's go for a little back-to-back 3-0 sweep. Let's shout out some All-Stars. Get on out of here. We have a long list. This video is already 10 minutes, 40 seconds long, and this list is long. This might take me 3 minutes, but let's go into it. Ronak, we got Jacob, Ryan, Andrew. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you want to support it, go hit that join button down below. You get our plays early, and you get to support the channel. It's less than like $3 a month, maybe less than $4. We got No Studio. Maybe I said Miller, Andrew. I'm not really sure. Lance, Johnny, Steven, Trevor, Joey, George, Brendan. We got Ebiola. Butchered that. I'm going to mess up a lot of these. That's what I do. Mike, Dylan, 2 Dylans in a row. If your name's Dylan, you better become an all-star. Blake, Sir, Too Sick. We got LaShawn. We got Carlos. We got Alex Tepper, Jace, Maurice, Febes, Nabil, Pipway. We got Max, Darius, Lynn, Banami, Zachary. We got Daniel, Anel, Austin. If your name's Austin, you better become an all-star. I love that name. Yonkers. We got Demetrius, Vega. We got William, Jersey, the coolest guy, DL coolest guy. Dut Report. We got, wonder if that's Fight Reacts. Sorry, we're getting off track. Mike Wells, Marco. We got Wing Wong. We got Brandon. We got Luis, Adam, Jared, Andrew, Prophet, Chris, Rick, Dem, Dog. We got Jay, Ryan, The Cos. We got Liam, Ricardo, Vishra, Josh, Chris, Sam, Sam, Tommy, 1, 2, 3, Dominic. We got Rossi, Connor. We got Ryan, Justin, Mikey likes it, Clay, Skylar, Season, SZN, Ty. We got Ronzers, Rastico. We got Tilt, Tyler. We got Joseph, Family, Overall Entertainment, Official Page, Brown Chair, Photography, Joshua. We got William. We got Neil. We got Herbert, Lennon, Ryan, Esteban, Deshaun. We got Len. We got Andrew, S.A. We got Justin, Ben, Ryan, Daryl, Nick, Yoni, Marciano, butchered that, Louis, we got Jeff, Miguel, Kartik, Sean, Lonnie, J Fox 106, Blake, Alex, Kevin, Scott, Robbie, Matt, J Ruth Gaming, Amer, Mervin, Patrick, we got Ethan, we got Ottilie, sorry, DeGraft, Logan, Samuel, we got Bill, we got Mandy, Luke, Jonathan, Dominic, TK, Ryan, George, Bob, Anonymous, David, Jordan, John, George, Johnny, Gemini, Austin, love the name, Khalil, Sunny, we got Todd, Noah Slays, we got Sager, M. Pierre, Axel52, RL, Tarek, and I'm so sorry, Ricardo, J. Dizzle, we got Jim, Jacob, Katie, and Kyrie, Bob, John, we got David Johnson, we got Jay Modej, we got Evan, Chris, Jonathan, Ryan, definitely Ryan, Samuel, Chris, Fernando, Kale, OG, Pumbaa, we got Meyer, Rox, Rokus, and I don't know, Seabell, Bill, Abel, Clay, Maz, Mac, Young Bretta, Nate, Heisenberg, Deuce God, Seamless, we got Donald, Dayon, Coaches, Rich, Joe, Sheen Games Live, we got Dean, Thomas, Bailey, John, Cameron, David, George, Chris, Stephanie, we got Nick, Patrick, A Big Pair, Love It, Lockjaw, Greg, Don, Beyond Mike, Casey, Lorenzo, Ryan, Nicholas, Jimmy, Joe Dayon, Jamie, Peyton, Lorne, Aiden, Chris, Angel, Elucidus, I butchered that, Darlin, King Smoke, Enrique, Chris, Steve, and Wills. Love it. 13 minutes in, no going longer than that. Appreciate you guys. Ladder challenge live a bit later. If I can link it on the screen, I will. Appreciate you guys so much. Let's go cash this ladder challenge. Let's go get back-to-back sweeps. And thank you guys all so much for the support. My name's Austin. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.